Hello everyone, so this video today is going to be another watch me work video. I'm going to be doing a gel manicure for my little sister. These are her back to school nails featuring the unicorn powder. So this is her old set, not a set, but these are 5 weeks old. 5 weeks, 2 days old. I'm not playing. Look at them. She had one that was chipped on her right hand, her pointer finger, just like her mom. If you watch my other watch me work video for my mother. So the first thing we're going to do is file off her old gel polish. And if you do not feel comfortable using an e-file to do this step, I recommend that you soak it off. But I'm not going to her natural nail, despite how it looks. I am absolutely not. She has a base coat of gel on. It's not, any hard gel or anything like that, but just your base coat of gel polish. So basically, I'm just filing down to that, and, you'll be able to tell. But again, if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. This is a fine grit ceramic flame bit from Wilson Tools. It's the company that I mentioned in the last Watch Me Work video with my mother. So I'm just hand filing the base coat or any remaining gel polish off the surface of her nail. And then I went in and shaped them. We gave her like a narrow square, kind of a coffin, not really, but I'm showing you how strong her natural nail is. Her natural nail is so strong, and she gets her nails done probably about every month and a half or so, and we always do gel, and she just has very strong nails. And her gel polish usually lasts really long. Like you seen in the first of the video, they were 5 weeks old, and they just grew out like they were a set of acrylic nails. So these are the steps that I take in order to have her gel manis last for so long. So I went ahead and pushed back the cuticle, got off the dead skin off the nail plate, and I'm just showing you how on her right hand her nails were shorter. Those her pointer, her middle finger, and her two thumbs were shorter, and she was a little sad about it. So in a few clips I'm going to show you how I extended them. But right now I'm just showing you that I'm using a cuticle bit and just getting any remaining cuticle off the nail plate. And then it's kind of giving us a rough surface for our gel application also. So next I will be going in. I went ahead and dehydrated the nail, and I'm going in with protein bond. So I'm just going to apply that to the tips of those broken nails, and we're going to do a little mini extension to those nails just so they can, get that shape that she wants. Again, my sister's 10 and she is wanting some cute shapes, so she really liked the fact that I shaped the others the kind of square shape, because she's always had like a natural or round type shape. So I'm going in with Young Nails Clear, Young Nails Monomer, and I'm taking a dry bead and I'm just floating that out as an extension. I'm not using any forms or anything because I'm just going out just enough to get the shape. They might not match the length of the others, but I just wanted them to be long enough to be able to give her that type of square shape, because as short as those were, they were going to look, you wouldn't be able to really tell what shape they were. And I knew she really wanted to have that shape across the board, so I just extended them out a little bit. So the key to doing this is to make sure you have really, really dry beads. It's very simple. You just want to make sure it's flush with the nail bed so you don't have any indentation, especially with this hollow chrome we're going to be using that shows any type of flaws. So you want to make sure you just get as flush as possible. So you can see the before of her nails, how short they were, and they weren't really going to hold that narrow square type shape. And this is our after. These are the same two nails. This is her pointer finger. And you can see I've filed and shaped it already, and it looks flush. And this is her next finger, and you can see that little bit of clear, and we extended out ever so slightly. So now we're just going to dehydrate the nail, and I use Young Nail Swipe, and I'm going in with protein bond, and I'm just going to be applying the protein bond to the tips of all the nails. For the ones with the extensions, I go up until I hit the actual natural nail. So I just apply the protein bond on the tips, and I'm going in with Color Club's foundation, base coat, primer, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to be using this baby blue, and it's called Take Me to Your Chateau. And we want to do she wanted to do a blue toned hollow chrome look. So I'm just applying the base coat, nothing special here. Just like you normally would, and then I end up applying 2 coats of the gel polish, and mostly one for the color because she did want to have that, you know, baby blue tone to it, also to smooth out the surface. So you can see this is the nail that we did that extension on, and you can see that the surface is completely smooth. You don't see an indentation or any type of lip as to where we added that acrylic extension to. So it's completely smooth, and she has a little bit of length. She thinks she's special. So I'm using the Wildflower Nails metallic top coat, and I'm going ahead and apply that and cure it, and I cure in between each layer of gel. People ask, I think it's silly, but you know, I do cure my gel. So I'm going in and I'm applying this metallic top coat. And as far as I know, it should be available here in the next week from what I heard from Lauren Wireman from Wildflower Nails. And I recommend that you watch my video on her unicorn powder or holographic powder. I'm mixing the powdered sugar from that stack she has in the unicorn powder, because the unicorn powder on its own is very opaque, and what I mean is you won't be able to see a base color barely. So you got to kind of mix those two in order to shear it out so you could see your base color a little more, if that makes any sense. Just watch my other video and you'll kind of get it. And I'll show you what color in the powdered sugar stack also to use, because it's a very specific one you want to mix in with it in order to not disturb the, you know, tone or the pigmentation of it, if you will. So I'm just using a latex makeup sponge to apply the Holo chrome pigment, and I'm just rubbing back and forth, just scrubbing that in to that surface of the nail. And then after that, I go ahead and dust it off. And then we'll apply another coat of the metallic top coat, and I don't show it in the video, but I do also top coat her nail with the gel 2 top coat as well. So there's 2 top coats. I'm applying the metallic one that you see here, and then I went in and applied the gel 2 top coat. So I just want to insert that because I didn't record that part. And I recommend when you're using any of these pigments, whether it's regular chrome, this, or any type of powdered sugar or any glitter, I recommend 2 coats of top coat just to be safe. So next we're going to the bling nail, and I'm using Vetro's Bubble Leaf and these Aquamarine AB crystals. And we're just going to do a full bling nail, and I have 3 sizes I used. I used 12, 5, and 7, I believe. So I'm using my resin from Ocean Nail Supply that I always use. And for this nail, I applied my base gel. I applied 1 coat of that baby blue gel color, and then I applied the bubble leaf color from Vetro. And then I buffed the surface just to create some type of texture. And then now I'm applying the crystals, as you can see. So after this, I went ahead and sealed around the crystals. I did not use my OPI Axiom because that is a harder gel. It gets real hot. It's not good to use on the natural nail. So I just sealed around with the tack-free gel 2 top coat. And I don't show that in here either. So we just used our crystal katana, filled in the nail, and then after that we were done. So, and she is absolutely in love with these nails, I could tell you, with that bling and that holographic pigment on there, that unicorn powder. She just thinks she's special, and she's about to start 5th grade. So I'm so very proud of her, and I just want to do something, give her a special gel mani. She starts school here in a few days, so you know you have to be fresh on the first day of school. So like I said, I try to do her nails pretty often, you know, me being a nail tech, and you know, most kids our age don't get their nails done and have the luxury to have Swarovski crystals on their nails, so I just spoil her. I'm a bad sister, or a good sister, however you see it. So it's her little full bling nail. I mean, and why not? You know, it's not affecting anything she does, and she can be flashy. So this is our final look, you guys. It's pretty simple. You can see that blue tone in the unicorn powder nails, or whatever we're gonna call it, you guys. Unicorn powder, hollow, chrome hollow, whatever you want to call it. You could still definitely see, even with that powdered sugar mixed in to the unicorn powder, it's still very holographic. But you can see that blue tone, especially paired with those crystals. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Have a nice day. Goodbye.